Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to jump in and see what the star seeds have to say for us today. Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles, what's the message you want to send to us today? What do we need to learn? Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles, thank you. We have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Cracked open. Okay, here we go. Cracked open. Don't let the weight of destiny of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home, into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressures of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and loss make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way, whether you like it happening or not. It's happening. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to move fully, your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials and sorrows and your pains and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibilities that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurts happen for you, not to you. Bless the things that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. StarSeed Soul Inquiry. How can I let life crack me open? Oh my God, it's so pretty. Yes, we have to go through the trials and tribulations in order to really see the light at the end of the tunnel. We have to see the dark. It's okay. We all go through it. It doesn't make you a bad person if you're in the dark. It just means you have to focus and see what needs to be healed so you can really, really see the light. Okay, you have to be cracked open. Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles, show me the cards when it comes to the tarot. What do I need to see when it comes to this cracked open? What does my collective need to know? Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles. What does my collective need to know? Show me a clear picture so I can explain to them accurately. We have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, okay? And the Ten of Swords is talking about misfortune and pain. It's talking about the lowest point of your life. It's talking about rock bottom. Let me focus. Hitting rock bottom. Okay? So that's the overall energy. But you have to understand the worst is over, okay? So we just have to look at life in a different perspective so we're not drowning in our sorrows and griefs, because we really shouldn't be wallowing in it. None of us should be sitting in resentment and pain, okay? We need to get out of it, and we need to really embrace our sorrows and our hurts and our trials and tribulations and go forth, okay? Because we have the Hangman, and we have the Magician, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Nine of Swords, okay? So that's what Spirit gave to me tonight. And I'm going to go from there, and then we'll see what happens, because never know what's gonna happen, so we're gonna just read the cards like it's supposed to be. So we have the Magician with the Hangman. So the Magician is talking about a powerful manifester, okay? And it's about creating your own life and having the power in your hands to cultivate whatever you want, right? It's about using that alchemy of life and everything that you've been through and all those trials to really empower yourself. Acknowledge that you've made it. You've done it. Okay? And you have it clarified by the Hangman. And the Hangman is looking it's looking at things in a different perspective and surrendering and really letting go of the selfishness and being selfless, learning what selfless is and forgiving, not just it's not a forgiving, it's a surrendering. That's what the Hangman is. It's just it's a transformation and a surrendering, okay? It's a suspension of activity. And it's really saying that we have the power to manifest beautiful things if we look at things in a different perspective and stop dwelling on the pain. We sit with it for a little while and we get over it, okay? Because if you constantly think about the negative things, then you will always sit in the negative things and you will never manifest a good life. You will always be in the lack mentality. And that's something that a lot of the collective and the whole world in general needs to get out of, is the lack mentality. There's plenty of everything in this world for everybody. It's just we take advantage of it and we want more and more and more, or what we have is never enough because we think that there's something out there better. What we don't understand is when you start to become a high value person, your values are different, okay? And you don't exactly mesh well with the normal standards of what value is, but it's the simple little things that really matter. And you'll understand that everything that when you went through, it happened for you so that you can learn and excel and then teach others what you've learned, okay? Because we have the 10 of Pentacles here with the 9 of Swords. And the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is talking about that lack mentality, okay, that I was talking about. It's a financial failure. It's feeling a bit lonely and maybe even having some family disconnections, okay? It's really talking about some kind of poor investment. And when it comes to this cracked open, a lot of the times our trials and tribulations are just that, okay? Bad investments. It's okay. How are we supposed to learn, or how are we supposed to live if we don't, take those chances and go for what our heart wants and what we're supposed to really do in our soul, right? So even if it doesn't agree with other people, if it agrees with you and sits well with you, then why are you really caring what anybody else thinks, right? We just really need to focus on ourselves and really let our heart break open and allow this beautiful manifestation and alchemy to come in, because the Magician card is talking about alchemy. And the cracked open is talking about the alchemy of life, right? And how we take every little piece of every little interaction we've had with everybody, and we bring that into the forefront, into our new opening, our new beginning, and our new adventures, and know that we've accomplished so much in our lives, so much, that we are able to bring this forth in our new endeavors because our toolbox is full. Okay, so we just need to be able to really be vulnerable and with the people that are in our lives, and know that it's okay to be weak. It's okay to be fearful, but we don't have to stay there. We don't. We have a choice. We have a choice to stay in the past, or we have a choice to really acknowledge and move forward with a greater understanding of life, that we don't have to, like it says here, You have to stay open to possibilities that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, your hurts happened for you, not to you. Bless the things that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life, okay? So with this, all this backstabbing and betrayal and all this heartache that we went through, all these rock bottoms, they've taught us something, because after every time we've hit that rock bottom and took those swords out of our backs, or if you're in the situation right now where you're at the rock bottom and you need to start to take the swords out of our back, you need to understand that the people that have been there, such as myself, we've come to understand that even today, if something comes in our path that puts these swords back into our back, we know we have the capability of taking it out on ourselves, because it's just a perceived perception on how we see life, right? And that there is sun coming up in the morning. It is up to us to just cleanse and purge at night and be grateful in the morning for what we have, because we get the breath, the blessings of having a new life, a new day. So it's up to us to take that day and make it the best we can, or we can sit in the garbage that yesterday brought us. It's really about perception, okay? And we have the Knight of Swords underneath that deck, underneath here. And the Knight of Swords is talking about bravery, okay? And going forth in conflict, okay? Because this Knight of Swords is very much armored up for life, okay? The armor in this scenario is life's experiences and what you've went through. So you can go forth with this, whatever you need to go forward with, because you know your experiences are legit. You know, you have the paperwork, you have the stripes and the credentials, and you've always been straight and solid. So you can go forth with endeavors you need when it comes time, okay? You just have to really be able to crack yourself open and let your heart bleed. And the ones who really love you will stand by you and protect you, because that's all that anybody ever needs, is protection and to feel loved and understand it, okay? So with this Knight of Swords, we're really going to take some, it's like having that competitive fighter spirit, okay, and going forth with whatever opportunities come forth, okay, and really having a career-minded mindset. And under that, you have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups represents someone who is very loving, very kind. It's a woman who is intuitive. It doesn't have to be a woman, I'm sorry. It's a feminine energy. They're intuitive, okay? They're very much about self-improvement and extremely calm and compassionate. This is what the collective needs to do when it comes to ourselves, okay? We need to really sit with ourselves and allow life to crack us open. Allow life to break us so we can rebuild. We can't stay where we are if we continuously put things under the rug and pretend that it's okay. Nothing is ever okay. It's just an attitude, right? But you have to be about the love, about the kindness, about the respect. And in order to do that for others and to others, you have to start to do that for yourself. And you have to start to be compassionate and forgiving and vulnerable with yourself. Okay, so we can really go forth with this cracked open, you know, because it's faith for everybody to suffer, but we have the power to heal too, because we allow ourselves to suffer because we let the suffering in, right? We only let things happen to us. They don't have, okay? It's life. It happens because we allow it. So it's up to us to allow the healing as well, okay? Because we have the Queen of Wands underneath. And the Queen of Wands is vibrant. She's magnetic. She's a determined woman and she's generous. Okay? She's ambitious. And she's got good advice. And she's vulnerable. Okay? And she knows when to assist people. And this is what we have to do. We have to start to do the work internally so then we can start doing the work externally and help those around us because we have the tools. As starseeds and light workers, it's our job to put the message out there to show people we can heal because we are walking evidence of it. So why would we not? Okay? Under that we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is talking about having choices and knowing that you have a blindfold on, okay? So knowing whatever choice comes your way, you're gonna know what to do. You have balance, okay? You know in difficult choices you can make them. You have those two swords. And you can either cut somebody off with them, with the truth, or you can have compassion for it. Okay? That's what that two swords are. It's two choices, right? You can cut them with the truth and hurt somebody, or you can be compassionate. So you have two choices on how you deal with life and how you deal with yourself. You can be either harsh with yourself and be your worst critic, or you can be your biggest cheerleader, encourager. And that's where it's at. You don't really need encouragement from other people. You need encouragement from yourself. You need to empower yourself. And by doing that, you keep the peace within yourself, and then around you it's peaceful. Okay? So I'm gonna go on and see what the energy cards have to say for us. Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles, what cards do you want to show me when it comes to cracked open? What do you want my collective to know? Thank you. So we have Angel of Love. Okay? So each and every one of us are sent here out of pure love. And it's only through all the trials and tribulations and all the lessons that life has taught us, we look at it as pain, right? But that's what has hardened us. But we need to learn how to just really crack open and really let Sungwaitizu in and forgive ourselves and be open to new perspectives in life, new changes, new doors, okay? New people. You have the second chakra, okay? And the second chakra is the sacral chakra. And that's like where all your passion comes from and all your drive. And if we're not balanced and really, okay, let me put it this way. If we're feeling insecure, okay, I'm just gonna be blunt with it. I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore because it's kind of late. I've never done a reading this late, and it's a good subject, okay? So I'm gonna really just get into it, okay? So when you're feeling vulnerable, it's really up to us. Not vulnerable, sorry. When you're feeling insecure, it's really up to us to start to be vulnerable within ourselves so that we can really crack ourselves open and see why we are insecure, okay? Because it's never really anything that's going on outside. And that insecurity will stop any of your passions, anything that you have. Your heart, this angel of love, if this sacral chakra is blocked, then the love will not flow through. Your passions, your inspirations to go forth will stop. There will be a blockage, okay? We need to crack open so that we can really be passionate, okay? Because if this sacral chakra is blocked, you can't really be intimate like you really want to be. I'm not gonna lie. You will never be intimate like you're supposed to be. Okay? So you need to start to be honest with yourself, crack yourself open so you could be the lover that you want to be. You have the fourth chakra. That's the throat chakra, okay? So not only do we have to get our passions going, but we need to start to speak our truths, okay? And stand in our power, because A lot of the times, the whole insecurity part is no one's going to accept me for me. No one's going to acknowledge that I'm good enough, or, but you are. You're pure. And it's time for you to speak your truth, because if they can't accept you for who you are at your lowest level, then they do not deserve you at your greatest level. That is the truth, and that is facts. Speak your truth, okay? Because we have a man with the heart, a man holding the heart, okay? It's really up to us to put this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful manifestations of love and light into this world, and hold our heart on our sleeve, in our hands, and not be scared to be willing to have it broken, okay? We have to be vulnerable, because if we're not, then how are we going to let the new in? We have to be grateful for those lessons and know that it made us who we are today. We have a greater understanding of love, of relationships, of people, and of ourselves. It's just about really going forth, okay, with compassion for self, self-love, self-respect, okay? Be a high-valued individual, high standards. If they don't like your standards, they don't have to be in your life, okay? Because we have attachments. And when it comes to Cracked Open, a lot of the times we're very much attached to things that are not good for us. And we hold on to the past, the hurt, the resentment, the fear, the loss, the grief. We do not have to live in this anymore, okay? It is time for change. That number 5 is change. It's time for change. It's time to let go of anything that is unhealthy and you're attached to. The codependent relationships, the overindulgent spending habits, overeating. There's so many attachments that we're attached to. People, places, things. Think about it, okay? And take the mask off. See this woman? She's finally taking the mask off. It's time to crack yourself open and be real. Don't be scared to be real. Because if you're not real, you get all tied up, right? A lot of us have been in this situation for so long that we didn't have a choice but to crack open and be real, because we hated who we were being fake. We hated the people we were hanging out with. We hated the environment. We hated the drugs. We hated the everything about it. But we did it because we thought that people were going to shun us for being real. And then we understood that being by yourself is a lot better than being around miserable company. Okay? We don't need to be all tied up like this. It's about getting yourself out of this self-imposed imprisonment. This is self-imposed, okay? This is all on our own doings. We get ourselves into these situations. We just have to learn to get ourselves out. It's really about, look, oh my God, look. You got the man and the woman. The man holding the heart and the woman holding the heart, okay? You have a 9. A 9 is about like ending of the cycles, okay? And then 44 is about the infinity. What goes around comes around, okay? So what it's saying is both the masculine and the feminine within both of us. Within all of us, both masculine and feminine, need to be balanced, okay? We need to be loving on both. We need to really crack open both. Masculine being when it comes to work, when it comes to, really standing in your power and being a boss and speaking your truth, okay? And then with the feminine energy, with really loving and generosity and kindness and respect and compassion for all living things, nature. Okay? Combine the two and you get cracked open. You get real. Okay? You get angel of strength. This angel, this is us. This is the lion, okay? Within each and every one of us. We've been through so much and we've fought so hard to get out of it. Blood, sweat, and tears. But we did it. And we're guided. And we're that strong. And now we can go forth with this big roar. Strength. You get strength when you get cracked open. Oh my God. And you get a caring connection. Oh my God, I love it. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. I just love it. See? When you crack yourself open and really accept yourself for who you are, you get to invite these beautiful, beautiful relationships into your life, okay? I was looking at it as yin and yang. And it still could be. But I could see it somewhere else too. When we start to crack ourselves open and forgive the past and learn that life happens for us, we find our yin to our yang, the true person for us, the one who will protect because we protect ourselves, the one who will value us because we value ourselves, the one who will be kind and generous to us because we are kind and generous to ourselves. And in turn, we give the same respect that we're giving back. That's being cracked open, being vulnerable. And the best part of life is being able to spend and share everything you have with someone else. A man's mission in life is to protect the woman as she walks earth. And a woman's job is to enlighten that man to spirit and protect him in his soul as he walks the earth. It's about love and protection, equilibrium, alchemy, change. Okay, so I'm going to get some ancestors and see what they have to say. Ancestors, show me what you have to say when it comes to being cracked open. Thank you. Dancer of reconciliation, okay? In order to be cracked open, sometimes we have to go back to the past and we have to forgive. It doesn't make us weak. It makes us so strong to know that we can go back and start to forgive those that we'll probably never be able to forgive in their face. Okay? But sometimes we do get a chance to. That's what the Dancer of Reconciliation is talking about. It's really about dancing with the energies within yourself, okay? Spirit of nurture. It's really time to nurture who you are inside, your soul, your home. Nurture it, respect it. Understand that everything you went through is beautiful. Those little things that we tend to overlook until we get over the pain, and then we're like, oh shit, I missed out on that. I didn't get to enjoy that part. Okay? Ancestors of tribe. Our ancestors are here. All the ancestors that come before us to really guide us to the the information that they've put on this earth, they have not made us suffer for nothing. Our pain is not for nothing. Okay? There's a reason for it. And they know what it is. They have a plan for us. And we need to just put our life in their hands and accept it for what it is. Dancer of inspiration. And be an inspiration to others. That they can do this too. It is so hard, but it is so easy. It's life. Got to take the good with the bad. It's never going to be a joy ride. It's not that way. Okay, nothing is ever going to come to you. You need to go get it. You need to be an inspiration for yourself and then inspire the world. Dancer of joy. Always be proud of yourself. Always be happy for yourself. Be your biggest cheerleader. This is number one, okay? When you're by yourself, have the best time because you are the best company. Talk to yourself. You are the best company. You can learn a lot just from cracking yourself open. Dancer of fear. When we hit a road or a wall, that's when we need to take things into our hands and really dance with it, okay? Because it's really time with the shaman of courage to take life by the horns and really go forth with whatever endeavors we want. And in order to do that, we need confidence. And in order to have confidence, we need to be real with ourselves. And we need to accept who we are so we can put that forth. And we don't have to hide behind some kind of ugly ass mask that everybody else thinks is okay when really it's ugly, okay? We need to be a better kind of people and shed love and light onto this world. So thank you very much for watching. If it resonated, please hit the like, share, subscribe, and I'll get back to you tomorrow, okay? Love and light, stay blessed, and please crack yourself open. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing once you're embraced by the light. And there's only light when you're in such a dark place. So don't be scared to really push forward and do the work. Stay blessed. Bye.